Hi everybody, it's Sam. I'm doing a TBR for. I'm trying to think here. TBR for December. I think. Yeah, TBR for December because I'm already reading the last two books from the other TBR that I did. Oops. These two. I'm reading this one first, and then I want to go ahead and start on that one. It shouldn't take me no time. That's the reason I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to read Princess Bride by William Goldman. A tale of true love and high adventures, princesses, giants, miracles, fencing, and a frightening assortment of wild beasts. The Princess Bride is a modern storytelling classic. As Florin and Gilder teeter on the verge of war, the reluctant Princess Buttercup is devastated by the loss of her true love, kidnapped by a mercenary and his henchmen, rescued by a pirate, forced to marry Prince Humperdinck, and rescued once again by the very crew who absconded with her in the first place. In the course of this dazzling adventure, she'll meet Vicini, the criminal philosopher who'll do anything for a bag of gold, Fezzik, the gentle giant, Inigo, the Spaniard who still thirsts for revenge, and Count Rugen, the evil mastermind behind it all, fooling all their plans and jumping into their story is Wesley, Princess Buttercup's one true love and a very good friend of a very dangerous pirate. Your pumpkin is just so heavy. I don't think we can carry it to the fall festival, shall we? Then I'm going to read Hooked Up for Murder. Former NYPD detective Robert, I can't even pronounce his last name, forgive me for saying your name wrong, Melandinchi, I don't even want to say the name, and Michael Benson. Here, look at his last name. I can't pronounce it. I'm not going to be able to do it unless I try. Melandinchi. I keep trying to say she. Melandinich. Alright. First you party, then you die. Did I say anything on the front? Night in the City. 19-year-old college student Mark Fisher couldn't wait to hit the big town. Booze and decadent dreams of beautiful and willing women filled the handsome footballer's mind, but Mark, from an affluential suburb, was unaware of the dark side of New York City nightlife. After becoming separated from his friends, Mark accepted an invitation to a party from an attractive young lady. It would be the last party of his life. Death in the morning. Police found Fisher's beaten body, riddled with 5 bullet holes and dumped on a tree-lined Brooklyn street. For more than a year, top investigators worked around the clock to penetrate the wall of silence that surrounded the tightly knit community, where being seen as a rat was worse than any crime, including murder. A young life wasted, but detectives finally fingered the man who pulled the trigger, the host of the party, John Gusa. You know, I actually had that name in my head for a while. Gusa? John Gusa? Guisa was a self-styled Tony Soprano wannabe who hung with a gang of no-good punks, but when the perfect victim fell into their hands, Gusa and whose cohort blasted their way to infamy, and 25 years to life in the harsh, unforgiving hell of prison. Oh, so he actually had help. Includes 16 pages of shocking photos.
Why don't you and Marina head to the fall festival, set up the instruments? Twist now, stay here, scoop the goo out of my pumpkin, and we'll meet you there.
Okay, but you guys try to hurry.
We will. Okay. I know we can do this.
The only thing that's shocking is how many girls were following him. He's the guy that shot him. At least from what the story told me, I haven't read it yet.
Well, this pumpkin's full of Alright, let's go dive for some pumpkin juice.
And then we're going to read The Saddle Club, Horse Crazy, #1, by Bonnie Bryant. Saddle up for great riding. Carol Hansen and Stevie Lake have been best friends ever since they met at Pine Hollow Stables, so when Lisa Atwood shows up for her first riding lesson, dressed in fancy riding gear and acting chummy with the snobbiest girl in town, the girls aren't sure she'll fit in. But Lisa works hard, and Carol and Stevie can't help admiring her natural riding talent. Most importantly, the three girls share a special bond that makes them fast friends. They love horses. Over Sundays at their favorite ice cream shop, the girls make plans for the MTO, the long-awaited mountain trail overnight camp out for the students of Pine Hollow. There's just one problem. Stevie's parents won't pay for it unless she improves her math grades. Stevie's not going to miss out on this wonderful trip with her friends, so she decides to start her own business with a little help from a surprising source. Inside, learn how Olympic equestrian events are judged.
Hi, Melody. Hi, Marina. Kiki. I'm making caramel apples. Ooh, can we help?
You know, if I'm not mistaken, it's got different girls on the movie than on the cover.
Caramel's a little sticky.
I'm just wondering, did they actually make another TV show
Wow.
at one point? I'm trying to remember the girls that played on it. But if I'm not mistaken, yeah, they look different. Especially her.
Hold on a second, let me help.
Yeah, they don't look the same.
Kiki?
Then I'm going to read...
Stuck.
Yeah, we have to.
Caramel apples and sticky business. Here, let me help you guys get it.
A Stolen Life by J.C. Dugard. Dugard? I think it's Dugard. How I heard somebody else pronounce it, Dugard. In the summer of 1991, I was a normal kid. I did normal things. I had friends and a mother who loved me. I was just like you until the day my life was stolen. For 18 years, I was a prisoner. I was an object for someone to use and abuse. For 18 years, I was not allowed to speak my own name. I became a mother and was forced to be a sister. For 18 years, I survived an impossible situation. On August 26, 2009, I took my name back. My name is J.C. Lee Dugard. I don't think of myself as a victim. I survived. A Stolen Life is my story in my own words, in my own way, exactly as I remember it. The pine cone is a symbol that represents the seed of a new beginning for me. To help facilitate new beginnings with the support of animal-assisted therapy, the JAYC Foundation provides support and services for the timely treatment of families recovering from abduction and the aftermath of traumatic experiences, families like my own who need to learn how to heal. In addition to the JAYC Foundation hopes to facilitate awareness in schools about the important need to care for one another. Our motto is just ask yourself to care. JAYC. A portion of my proceeds from this memoir will be donated to the JAYC Foundation, Inc.
What do you think?
Yeah, there's an audio and ebook on this. Same thing.
The pumpkin is empty. Well, we got all the goo out.
Yeah, I think everybody's heard of her story, right?
Echo. Excellent. The
I
pumpkin.
know there's another one. I really badly want to get it too. It's about 3 girls who was kidnapped. I think all in different years.
Oh, you know what? Pumpkin's right. We gotta hurry to the fall festival.
And I think there were, I think at least 1 or 2 of them are forced to. I think they made a movie of them too. I think 1 or 2 of them actually had kids by the dude. But I can't remember the story or anything like that. I'd have to look it up on the internet. But I want that book. I know I could have gotten it when it first came out. I could have gotten it at Walmart, but God, it was like almost like 30, 40 bucks the book. I'm like, no.
1, 2, 3.
No matter how badly I wanted it, no, I'm not gonna pay that much for it. And I'm gonna read Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep by Laurelyn McDaniel. Darn it. There's a bug on me. Okay. Sorry. Laurelyn McDaniel, Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep, yeah. The author of 6 Months to Live. Sometimes Carrie Blake feels she just can't stand life's problems or pain. At 15, she's had leukemia for 3 years, and although the disease is in remission, she's never sure when things might change. Her parents, whose bitter divorce has left Carrie feeling torn between them, don't seem to understand how much harder they make her daily life. When Carrie meets Keith Gardner at a cancer support group, everything seems brighter. Keith and his loving, supportive family are wonderful to Carrie. Then Keith's illness worsens, and he knows he can no longer fight off dying. Armed with the love of family and friends, Keith chooses to participate in a hospice program, which allows him to remain at home instead of in the hospital. Carrie feels helpless as she watches Keith slip away. Will Keith's courage help Carrie to face her own uncertain future? Yeah, I'm not sure about this, but the way it is, he's going to die.
Not so easy way.
But it will be easy. The balloon vendor is using helium right now to blow balloons.
Just wonder if I see that bug again. Just a minute. And then I'm going to read Eye of the Beholder by Lowell Cauffiel. Supposedly this is true crime. I don't know whether it has any photos or not. Yeah, I'm saying it does. On a cold February evening in 1991, 34-year-old TV anchorwoman Diane Newton King was gunned down in the driveway of her country home in Marshall, Michigan. Her son and infant daughter were the only witnesses. Her husband, 44-year-old Bradford King, later told police that he found her body after returning from an evening walk. 1 year later, after playing a cunning mind game with police, which included setting them on the trail of a non-existent stalker, Bradford King was arrested for the brutal murder of his wife. After a sensational trial that shocked the nation, King was convicted and sentenced to life imprisonment. From the riveting opening scene through its electrifying climax, Eye of the Beholder is the chilling story of a perfect marriage that wasn't what it seemed, and an illuminating journey through the heart of American justice. Wait, give me a minute. Journey through the heart of American justice into the darkness of the human soul. So, oh, wait, give me a minute. Wait. Infant daughter. Her son and infant daughter. Well, I'm senior, no infant daughter, but give me a minute. Yet. I'm looking at the photos.
One more time. Our quartet brings us together. That's what I'm talking about.
I knew my pumpkin would make the coolest jack-o'-lantern ever.
Okay, I don't see no infant daughter, but I did see just 2 kids mentioned in here.
All 4 of us figure out how to move this pumpkin.
I see the teenage daughter of him, and then I'm guessing.
What great friends. And what a great day.
I think they made a typo on this. I'm not sure. I don't know if. Forgive me. But since it said son, I'm assuming the kid is his son. Marler. But I'm assuming. See, I'll show you, okay? Because it's easier for me to. It doesn't show any other kids except for this girl right here, but you can't really see her. Even in the book, you can't really see her too good. I'm trying to get it in there. The girl right here. Her. That's one of the daughters. Well, that's daughter. The only one I know of. And she's a teenager. At least she looks like it in that one. And then that baby. And then it's the same baby, but sorry, I'm trying to move my hand. The baby right there is the same kid. The baby she's holding is the same kid in that one. I mean, so when it says infant daughter, I don't get it. Unless they just don't have a picture of the baby in here.
Hey guys, check it out. Fresh beef jack-o'-lanterns.
Out of all of them, the one that I cannot wait to read would be, and this is taking forever, sorry, but, the ones I can't wait to read the most would be, at least The Princess's Bride, and, maybe the Saddle Club book, too. I think I've read a few of them, but I don't think I've read the first one. I don't remember. I've had them for a while, a long time, but I can't remember. I remember I read them, but I don't remember which ones that I've read. You know? I probably should show you some of the pictures in the other ones, too. The True Crime ones. Just give me a second. But nothing bad. Don't worry, I won't show you anything bad. This one. Just give me a minute. I gotta find you some pictures that aren't bad. See, I mean, he had like a lot of female followers and stuff. The picture right here. Okay, yeah, the one right here. It has a girl saying "Free John." I can't remember. I'm not even trying to pronounce his name again, but the dude who shot him, free him. And then I think the same girl. The same girl in one of them is also in another picture too. Yeah. I think, because she's in 2. But the girl in these 2 is the same one that's down here. Sorry, I just can't really see what I'm doing. It says it's one of his friends.
Now that's how a trophy should shine.
Enjoy it, Mr. Porter. After the Adventure Bay talent show tomorrow, that trophy might belong to someone else. Like maybe Chicoletta.
It doesn't really show anything like his body, which is a good thing. I don't think I can handle it. I'm just wondering what they did to the girl who, what did they do to, whoever helped him. The way it sounded like the girl who lured him to the party, basically. Give me a minute. I'll show you this one. For a minute, all of a sudden, it got all bright. Try to hurry to find some pictures. They're scattered all over the place. That's a big, huge problem. So here, see, there's a better picture of her. I'm trying to find, maybe if I can find that one of her kids.
I don't know. Pie juggling's pretty awesome, but we'll see what we can do. Pups, Mayor Goodway wants you all to do something in the talent show. We can rescue someone.
Yeah, here's one.
You're all talented rescuers, but this is a chance for you to try something
I think she had 2 kids, if I'm not mistaken.
Like, we can play fetch. You guys sounded pretty good with the wiki scrub. Yeah, we can wash our trucks for the talent show. I think Ryder meant we could play music. Right. Even better. Great idea. Pups, wait here.
Yeah, give me a minute, I found it. She had 2 daughters. I'm trying to keep that from popping open again. I can't believe everything she went through at such a young age. And everything they did to her. I gotta be honest, her cat Lucky, here I'll show you. Her cat Lucky looks directly like my cat Coal Bucket. Seriously, my cat Coal Bucket, he's like big old butterball too. I don't think I got a picture to show you of Coal Bucket. There's more pictures in here too, but I can show you everything. If I plan to read any more, they'll either be in another video or the wrap up for whatever month, December. But yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna do my video for November. I know Christmas is coming up in next month, and I'm gonna be so busy. I know Thanksgiving is definitely coming up this month. When is it? I think 24th. And I don't even know what we're planning, really. Oh, if you hear noise in the background, I'm watching something called Celebrate Fall. Patton put it on. He ain't in here right now, or I'd show him. I don't think I've even showed him in a video. I've got to get him in a video soon, because I showed Lily and I showed Patricia. I don't remember if I've ever showed Patton. I've got to get him in a video soon. I'll try. Bye.